Hey everyone, welcome back to Installation 00. Really quick update. It's quite late here in the UK. It's about 10:30 at night. I was getting ready to settle down for the evening, so this is very kind of slapdash, stuck together at the last minute. We've just had official word, completely unexpectedly, we've just had official word from Halo, from 343 Industries, in regards to the current situation. It comes from the studio head Pierre and reads as follows: Halo and Master Chief are here to stay. 343 Industries will continue to develop Halo now and in the future, including epic stories, multiplayer, and more of what makes Halo great. So all the rumours surrounding the possibility that 343 Industries were going to become a producer or management company and other companies would come in as third parties and create new Halo content are now completely unsubstantiated and have been supplanted by this official statement. It's short and sweet, it gets to the point, as will this video, but that means we now know two pieces of information. One, 343 Industries will continue to fully develop Halo into the future. Two, 343 Industries has lost about 75 people from varying different positions, but a lot of them from the single player or campaign side of the studio. This is where I'm a little bit concerned. Now, they've acknowledged that they're going to continue to develop Halo, but they've also simultaneously lost quite a few people from the studio that would be instrumental in development of campaign stories. Again, it doesn't change the fact that for 2023 that the plans have not changed. There's still support for Halo Infinite multiplayer. There's still seasonality. Forge is still supported. Customs are still supported. We're still going to get seasons into the future. That's not going to change. My very, very optimistic statement from yesterday's video suggesting that perhaps we could have new Halo stories as early as fall of 2024 are now pretty much off of the table, given that we now know these two pieces of information. With the help of a few people from the community, particularly Tepek Fet from Halo Korea, who managed to collate a non-exhaustive list of the people who have unfortunately been let go from 343 Industries. To name a few here, we've got Austin Conway, who's a dialogue designer. We had John Graham, who was a effects supervisor. Caleb Morris, who was a gameplay engineer. Kevin Schmidt, who was a senior designer. We had Kim Kirstein, who was a surfacing artist. We had Leia King, environmental and prop artist. Mason Ott, a producer. Patrick Gillette, animation director. We have Stephen Souza, a technical environmental artist. William Waltz, senior R&D animator. Mark Ealing, a software engineer. So it's not exclusively from the single player side of the studio, but it's a lot of people that would be instrumental in the development of a campaign DLC. Again, there is unsubstantiated rumours, so take it with a pinch of salt, that campaign was cancelled as far back as about middle of last year. And it paints a rather grim picture for the possibility of new lore coming out for Halo anytime soon. Again, as more and more names sort of are added to this list of people that have been let go, it's not an ideal situation by any extent of the imagination. This is relatively standard practice for big business. We're entering into a recession. Microsoft have brought on board dozens of companies over the past several years, and each of those companies have had massive populations of people that have come into the company as well. So the letting go of 10,000 people as we enter a recession is actually relatively standard practice for big business. It doesn't take away the fact that it's awful for these individuals, and it just so happens that 343 Industries, the franchise that produces Halo and thus nourishes our community, has been hit equally as hard as many of the other departments across Xbox Game Studios, Microsoft Game Studios has been hit. Like I say, the long and short is, what we now know is 343 Industries will continue the support and development of Halo into the future. And we also know that 343 Industries has lost 75 plus people from the studio, many of which would be instrumental in the development of new campaign stories. So from those two pieces of information, I'll put out a prediction that we will not be getting anything in the way of campaign DLC or a new campaign aside from this battle royale mode that's apparently in the development. We're not going to get anything until at the very earliest, maybe fall of 2025. And they would need to, like, the work that would need to be done between now and then, bearing in mind they're also 75 hands down, would be monumental to get something shipped in that time. So, not impossible, but still pretty monumental. So, that's the most up-to-date information I can provide you at this time. Again, sorry for the relatively informal kind of slapdash nature of the video. It's not my normal content style. I'm just keeping you guys updated because you've requested that I do so. Normal lore videos will resume. I'm looking to get a lore video out tomorrow. I've got about a half dozen in backlog ready and waiting to go. You've got different videos coming out in regards to Mjolnir variant breakdowns. We've got some new mythos, some new Halsey's journal on the way out. We've got some interesting lore videos diving into the poems of Halo Infinite. I'm particularly looking forward to that one. We've got some armory videos coming out as well for like the Sentinel Beam, the Cinder Shot, and a few other little pieces of lore that you may enjoy in due course. So this is by no means my new content format, hence why I've subcategorized this as in its own playlist as 00 News. This will only be very occasional and only when things are particularly significant that need addressing. Normal content will resume in due course. Thanks for sticking with me, everyone. Take it easy and find peace in the domain.
Thanks for watching. If you're new here and liked what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button while you're at it so you don't miss my future uploads. Links are in the description to get connected and jump into the Discord community with me, and if you really love the content I'm making, consider supporting the channel over on Patreon for tons of awesome perks. Pop your comments down below if you have an idea of what I should cover next, and hang around for the end of the video for other suggested videos you might be interested in. Huge shoutouts to my patrons: Spartan10148, the Metarch of my installation, Falcon, Prophet, Phantom, Thomas, Mikhail, and Irrefutable Justice, my monitors, Andrew, Cameron, Darian, Flaming Halo, Madness, Masked Owl, Michael, Spartan0137, the Cave Potato, Uwu Master, and Wolf Eclipse, my sub-monitors, my growing fleet of Strato Sentinels, my ever-vigilant Enforcers, and all the other awesome patrons that are helping to support the channel in a big way. Huge shout out to Todd Morrison for keeping the installation powered with that glorious vacuum energy. Much love to you all. Take it easy, everyone, and find peace in the domain.